Any Otto yo, Jemeno Mishayo. Any Otto yo, Jemeno Mishayo. Dono Jimmy J, Tamo Opole Mafae. Bayo what wherever Otto is, that is where joy and happiness is. He should stay in Germany. We took him from Germany
and we
took him back to his home and sacked him there.
Quick.
Oh! Oye musufe eshangbo mocho o bagbe wo ko gbe water telemo keti telemo ko gbe water telemo Otto telemo I'm a gbe oye musufe eshangbo mocho oye musufe eshangbo mocho bagbe wo gbe water telemo keti telemo ko gbe water telemo Otto telemo amegbewo.
Welcome to Malam Go Podcasts. Here with Danny, we are with Chris, here with Achu Fenty, of course, you know.
So I'll start.
When to cover
the man say go start, make it start.
I go start.
Fenty has missed out on this one, but yeah, he gave us all the exclusives that we had from there. Before we obviously the Black Stars started being signed. We'll talk about the two games and we'll talk about Otto sacking and one next. But I love something about the Ghana media space now, such as sports space now. It would never have happened, right? Never. That there's a Black Stars game and you've got a media general journalist, a multimedia journalist, sit together to have a conversation on the same content you're chasing. But I saw our big brother, Uti. And Fence. And of course, Raman Osman. Osman. They had a lovely go and I enjoyed it. It was so calm, it was so smooth.
I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, it's on Otis page. I even posted
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it was beautiful. You know, it was amazing. I love the way they went it. But seniors are seniors. And that's why when you do any work, just do well to thrive and get it. Because there were people there to cover the Black Stars. But when Fent and Oti and Raman got there, it was like they were the only three journalists there. And I'm not saying this
levels, though.
Yeah, I'm not saying this to but it's a fact. It's a fact of that. Thankfully, I'm not a journalist, so I can say free.
Okasa free. No, just
I'm not a journalist. I'm not.
Money no share. But you understand the guy?
It was clear.
You understand the guy?
So
money no share. Igbele.
What's that one, coach?
Feel free to talk. The one no go understand. We go die and die.
No, it's just.
Oh, the guy.
Because as soon as they got there, like it was just world class vibes from them. Every report, every interview, all the scoops, like brilliant. Fench was telling us about the robbery in the hotel, and he's done so well to conceal the names of the players because we know what Ghana is like. People are going to use AI to put their stolen watches on. You know, even saw what they did to Benjamin Sari afterwards. Like Fencho goes to explain how the hotel lobby looks like, went all the way to the floor. It's like you are there with them when you're in Ghana.
But you saw the difference between what a proper trained journalist who does the job by the book and attains excellence without sensationalism, and what an untrained mind who's just out there to do it for views will give you.
It's incredible.
So, and I'm using Fence reports because the sensitivity of the matter was
very, very sensitive. No, because
he didn't give you names of whose item was stolen.
There was no need.
He didn't give you the name of the hotel.
Yeah.
And while he was filming, he made sure to tell you that he hopes you don't get to see the names and deliberately chose the sites of the facility that did not have any
name tags of it. Okay, I pay attention to a lot of details, like everything I do, like, and it's those little things that I look at. I'm like, wow, you're a great guy. Like, you know your stuff. You know, it was amazing. And Rahman Osman as well gets there.
Osman.
You know,
Osman.
beautiful. Anyway, so I think that over those 2 games,
Rahman, they like
the only
the striker.
Oh, yeah.
I don't say the play ball.
I just captain.
Like for play ball to the highest.
Yeah, you know, be baller.
Like
Yeah,
you banging goals.
yeah, be baller. It's like, yeah. So I guess after those 2 games in the window, the only positives we could pick was what our senior journalists went to do. That was the most beautiful part of the journey.
Right,
Not the games.
Right.
It's the way Fenty was reporting, the way Michael,
Well, we wore the new jerseys. That one too.
Oh, based on the performance.
But yeah, yellow combination then.
The Germany
Yellow.
The Germany
Yellow basket.
the Germany coach. The Germany game.
No, but yellow top, but yellow down, yellow socks. I think when we're wearing yellow, at least we had yellow and black.
Black shirts.
Was it black shorts or yellow?
It was black
No,
shirts.
I think it was yellow, but the yellow.
There was black.
The black shorts was for the white jersey, but there were games.
No.
There were times you
yellow
match the
and
yellow with the black.
Like one or 2 games.
The black shorts was always a black for the white. But there were games we had to mix it because the opponents they were.
We had
It's like Mayu.
Yeah.
You said Mayu. Then
We had-
if you were white.
Yeah.
But the jersey actually be
White,
red, black, this thing. But that black wasn't for the yellow.
yellow in there gone.
It was yellow. But the black star was quite big.
So if you match it, but we didn't have
only waiting down.
this one. There's nothing black in
Yeah,
there.
it's small.
Oh, Charlie.
No, did I know gone? They said born here, born in your face. Born here, I can't.
They be me there. And who told them to put the kente on there? Wait.
It was a gift for. It was a gift for
the
some-
Germans.
Yeah. So it was a gift for. It wasn't bad. So if you once
Yeah,
you were
bad
exchanging
no.
pleasantries, yeah.
So we had it on from the dressing room.
Yes. So
Yes,
when
but
you
it
are
was for the
shaking,
German.
when you are shaking the German,
They
players,
gave to the German
yes, they were
players.
giving. It was a cool gesture. But the game that I loved will be the Germany game. After 5 minutes, that boy is swimming down where he. The why this is everybody. I don't know if they want my because them my body.
Throw them a body for floor.
The game starts at the 10 minutes. Then the boys all make it and say, why
What do you do like this?
Anyway, so it rained.
Yeah,
So
so did they play where with this slide? Anyway, Danny, where do we start from? Let's talk about it. Should we talk about the 2 games?
Let's talk about forget the games.
Okay, the games.
Why are you going to discuss the games?
Because
There
of
are
the
no
World Cup.
lessons.
Anyway,
There are no
because
lessons.
the man who was going to
There are
take
no
us there
lessons. Thank you.
is not there. But now Otto has been sacked, Danny. What did you make of the decision to sack Otto? Was it a right decision? Has it come at the right time? What does it do for our chances to go into the
I've
World
been
Cup?
angry since Monday night, and I'm still angry because you know me, I'm a cool guy.
Very cool.
I'm a very cool guy. But for the first time in my life, I looked at the decision. I looked at what was happening at the FA. And I said, I can easily be FA president. If this, you translate it for me.
Okay.
I can easily be FA president.
Now, how can you say that?
If these are the decisions you take,
Of course.
I can easily be.
Easily be. And a better one of that.
Easy.
A better one, cry.
Let me borrow your words. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the words so sweet. Oh, Charlie. Thank you for the words so sweet.
You know, Otto is my guy.
Yeah, top guy, real guy.
As for Otto, he's my guy.
There was some.
When we failed to qualify for the AFCON,
That's right.
and we did the famous live Aje show,
Sure. No. That's right.
I was sitting there.
Now go there.
I said, the guy is my guy. But
No,
this
we did.
low, you can't allow him to continue.
I remember that.
The guy has to be sacked. Clearly, he has not learned enough. I thought that when he came back, he would add to himself, continue from where he left off, and we'll see proper progression as the years went on. But after that AFCON failure, I said then that the guy needed to be sacked. Because it was unheard of.
The lowest of
Lowest
lows.
of lows.
Ghana didn't make it to the AFCON.
AFCON. That was terrible. Then we were told a few days later that they can't sack him because this was November. They can't sack him because the next game was in 4 months,
March or something.
March, and it was too close and too crucial
To find a coach.
to find a coach to manage those games. So they will keep him. And they augmented the backroom staff. So they sacked the supporting cast, kept Otto, brought new guys, and they went on and they qualified for the World Cup. After the World Cup qualification, we had another show. That one, I think it was Achu, myself, and Aminu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aminu sat here. And if you remember, I told Aminu that. He asked me what the way forward. So he ended up becoming a conversation. And I said that. When I look at our performance in 2025, I was happy.
Yeah.
On paper, it's
There was
good.
progress.
Yeah.
There was progress.
5 wins, 1 draw, 1 goal
keeping
conceded,
clean
5
sheets
clean
all over,
sheets.
yeah.
Got the job done. But when I look from now to the World Cup, I don't think the team is growing or accelerating at the level where we'll be ready for the World Cup.
Go day.
So I think we should sack him now, so that when the next head coach comes in, he will have the November games. That, remember, Aminu told us they were going to announce high-profile games for them.
Yep.
So I said the high-profile games he was talking about.
Get a new coach to play.
Get a new coach to play that one, plus the match international window. In fact, it was that podcast where Aminu confirmed to us that we will not play the CAF. Remember, we thought we will play CAF
Qualifiers,
AFCON qualifiers, and then he says, no, it will be prelims that will be played. We are not part. We will play in September. So there will be friendly games. And he's also said they were going to announce top friendly games. So I said, get a new coach to have those 4 games.
A better coach.
And then take us to the World Cup. Then if you remember, Aminu self was shocked. That, I'm saying. I said, look, I have nothing against Otto.
He's your guy.
But he's my guy.
You don't have to go way back.
But at the end of the day, I love Black Stars pass
Otto, yeah.
So I like him. I genuinely want him to succeed.
It's really happy.
I genuinely want him to succeed.
You trust him?
But
The German guy.
Smoke screen. Smoke screen.
somebody,
Come on for that.
It tastes up. You know what somebody has done?
No.
Charlie, NAB Plus is going to post the Kamaldeen billboard, the one that actually fell on the ground and burst into laughter. Going to post on
I just saw it.
I've been telling, like, there are plenty comments on it on X. There are plenty comments on it. Like, it's crazy. So now
The billboard.
But you go cut the
You go cut that part where you go post
the one they talk, the coach stop is a billboard.
I forget that program.
Yeah, then please continue.
Yeah. So I thought that was the best time to sack him.
Yeah.
Because the point is, we all knew
That was
leading
second
to the
opportunity to sack him.
opportunity to sack him. Because whatever happened, there was a World Cup or there is a World Cup we will have to play.
And he has shown you he wasn't cut out for that
He
assignment.
wasn't
Yeah.
ready. So in as much as I like the guy, I still thought he should step aside. Then they said no. So once we played November, Japan, Korea, you didn't sack him. Once he prepared for this match, friendlies,
Yeah.
the understanding now, not just to us, but to the players also, is that this
He
is the
goeth
man
to the World
we are
Cup.
taking to the World
You
Cup.
back him all the way.
So the mindset changes. Players know where they stand, what they need to do to get to the World Cup. What everybody is on the same page. What the GFA have done now is to make rubbish of all the preparations. Now the Japan, Korea, Austria, Germany games, they are all useless.
And missed opportunity.
Useless kid.
Useless. In fact, it would have been better if we didn't even play anything. Useless, completely useless. Because whatever Otto looked at to select those teams, whatever tactical instruction he gave them, the new coach coming in,
Yeah. Wipe all of that.
wiping everything. He doesn't need Otto's notes for anything. The only thing you need is who is fit and who is not.
If Otto was that good, if his notes were that good, you are still
You
doing
would
the
have
job.
still, thank you. And for me, I said this thing on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Look, I've watched football for a very long time. I've been a football fan for a very long time. This is top 5. One of the most foolish football decisions I've ever seen in my life.
Is it?
I'm telling you.
Of course.
Okay. Is it the sacking in itself or based on the chronological flow that
that's
the whole
why
chart?
I've listed
I don't know some.
That's why I've listed. I'm not saying sacking him was. Look, you need to be smart.
Oleni.
Look,
I'm Eleni.
I was asking One of the guys, one of
Sure.
my killers. I think right now.
At the FA.
Oh, no. One of my personal killers.
These guys, all of them get formats for the FA.
I think
I did sit for them ESCO meeting. That mean my former today the ESCO there.
I think right now you dey celebrate say Otto goal. Are you aware that we are losing more than he's losing?
Yeah, of course.
You've said
Black
he's
Star,
gone.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
earning 500,000. His money, he's going to get it.
For no work done.
And you see,
But that money, Ketu Kreku will have to pay that money.
Because we'll pay.
I'm taking him to court.
Why are you taking court to get to court?
You remember we did a program here when Otto was given the job, and I said there's serious connivance.
Do you have evidence?
Did he meet any of the criteria? This is simple. You take this to the law court, you win. That's why some of us are going to test the law.
Coach.
Listen to me.
Yeah, I like that. You can test the law.
You see, you say you're looking for a coach. You bring all the
he has brought it again.
yes. Except
What's another criteria?
I will
didn't hear.
That way he said it.
I said Nanyan. You brought
A winner.
you brought all these criteria.
Oh.
And the one who couldn't think even two gets the job. There's connivance. There's corruption, serious corruption there.
Coach will come to you.
Will come to this day. Some of us are going to take the matter to court.
Please continue.
And I'm taking Honorable Kofi Idi Adams and President John Dramani Mahama. Nobody should pay a dime. Get to pay from the FA coffers because we knew we were going to get to this thing. You finish the program. You finish the program. You finish.
I cannot count the number of people who tagged me that they can't wait to listen to Coach.
You finish.
Was sacked. I really should have brought a stone to you. I will take stone, can give a big stone.
Tell you.
Yeah.
Look, top 5, one of the most foolish decisions.
Very
I've seen.
foolish decision, Ankasa.
Because at the end of the day, Otto has taken, he's going to take his severance package and he's going.
Yeah, 500K.
We still have a World Cup
To play.
Now look at this. I don't think people have dipped it. But whoever the next head coach of the Black Stars is, his first squad announcement will be the World Cup squad.
Can you imagine?
The deadline for the World Cup squad is May 30th,
May 30th.
midnight. The Black Stars next friendly
Wait, hang on a minute. That is the provisional squad or the final?
No, the final squad.
deadline.
Final squad.
But is this different now? Did FIFA not allow them to have a camp with them and then no. So we'll go into camp and then really a final one.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So
So you can invite like 40 players and see some.
Camp starts on June 1st. That's when So May 30th is the last the European season. Camp starts on June 1st. So you have 10 days. It's 10 days with the full squad.
Wait, please. Let me get this straight. You are saying that the last day for submission is May
30th May.
That's the last day for the final squad.
list.
the final squad.
Yes.
Which means that the new coach who comes wouldn't even have assembled with. So unlike other competitions where a coach can call, say, 32 players,
test
like
them.
the Lion Kings in owner, they are dropped from camp. And they
Have
to
some
fly
one
back.
friendly game.
Yes.
Test
and
them.
then
Or
it
like
won't
a
happen.
week train. It's not going to happen.
That's why it's one of the
Yes,
most foolish
I didn't read the timelines like you've read, like you've explained to
It's
me
not
now.
going to happen. So 30th
That's some bullshit. That's some like BS.
I'm not doing what you are.
Total nonsense. In fact, let me give you the dates. May 22nd, they have foolishly gone to arrange a friendly game against Mexico, and they've put it down on paper like it benefits us in any. We are preparing for a World Cup. And you see, when I said it at that time, people were saying, I wrote an article on it. I didn't understand the significance of the Mexico.
Down here, isn't the local blasters and they're just going to make money.
And they were saying,
Complete
they were saying,
rubbish.
oh, you are.
It is money.
How much?
Oh, they will pay us.
How much?
That one they didn't
If it is
disclose.
money, tell us. If
They
it
didn't
is money,
disclose. But
if
if
you
you ever
wake
pay
up-
for free.
no. So they should tell us.
You want to go a 10. You finish.
You are playing 22nd
Like
May.
what Lulu in one.
Where
They're playing 22nd
almost
May.
against Mexico.
Yes, the Mexico game.
Almost 70%
of the players in that game
I think everybody is still going to be there.
they are not going to be there because the leagues are not open.
going to take us.
Even if some of the leagues close before
22nd.
They are not going.
They are not going to release players because the players are still under their jurisdiction. That's a similar thing we saw in the Unity Cup.
Yeah.
Yes.
There were several of the players who their seasons had ended, but they still did not release them because
Yes.
it is still my
The
cup.
official calendar ended.
You don't play outside that window.
Even most of the players will tell their clubs, boss, I'm tired. I'm tired.
Can't go and play.
That useless game, they mean.
Yes.
Don't play. So June 2nd, the game against Wales is officially a pre-World Cup friendly.
preparation, yeah.
So he's going to name the squad
30th May.
30th May. 3 days later, they are in Wales. If something happens and he selects Elisha Owusu, and Elisha Owusu goes to bomb there, he can't change his
As for
mind.
those boys there, they are
Are you saying there will be no room for...
You can name your provisional squad even today. Today, you can name your
But
provisional
after
No,
on the 30th, it's silly.
So which...
It's done.
Unless injury.
unless there's a major injury.
Unless there's a major
Injuries-
injury, you can add.
And
You
that
can
one
take
says
and add.
you have up
Up to like 7
June.
Yes, that one is... Yeah, 7 June.
So that's what you can say. Only because of injury.
Injury.
Nothing else.
Oh, but now you go fit tell some player which answer you just...
Oh, they
pretend.
take
No.
medical
If you
report.
take the
medical report. I'm feeling injured. You're telling me report. So if I'm hurt and then the scan is not showing that I'm hurt,
And
I'll
then
go
you
and play.
But if some players are highly incrododistic. So if the incrodo is so
If you play, I'll go away bomb. We're going to make James have called the player say, Charlie, it's all nyade by.
No, unless they hit him for
incrodo
training.
number.
Unless they
You go
hit
do
him.
something. You go take hammer hit something. No, you go do something. Sure. What's that? What's that name on go? No. See, if you do, I read though.
Against Germany.
Ottoman.
What's that?
Hey,
What's up, Papa?
me the way they select me, where I go play Wolves, when they say Asha, they don't take I go. Are we all go die?
The physio staff go dope you, but then you dope it. You say you go bad
I
for
don't go chop
you.
anything for camp. My wife go cook can't give me. I don't chop anything.
But doping is not one of those circumstances that you give an exception for.
I mean, we talk we do internal.
You finish.
No, I don't finish.
We do internal-
Why you dey
internal
talk
doping.
about things.
Okay, dope.
When you continue.
In the root. The last time I was a coach, he say me. Yes. The coach will go over and say no. That's why you are eager. You go last.
So that's look. You need to
that
deep it and you need to
G7 thing,
understand. So when we are talking about which coaches do you want, look, you need to understand that the first game that the coach will play is Wales. After that, World Cup.
Yeah, call.
When they say they say they'll face another game.
Even if they name 3, he can't change anybody in the squad. The squad he has named is the squad he has named. You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you.
So look, he can watch the Korea, Japan, and those games too. It's only Otto who can watch it and say he learned something from it too.
Yeah, he'll learn nothing.
It was a complete.
I remember the Japan, Korea, even the squad he took.
Very different.
It wasn't necessarily the main group. I mean, remember
It's
that.
Austria and Germany. It's only Otto who can tell us what he learned from it too.
Correct.
But what are you going to learn from this thing? What did you learn from
Such
it?
bad games.
Bad games. Very bad games.
Bad games.
You see?
Oh, Charlie.
So we have, look, this one is not shooting yourself in the foot. We've taken axe and we've chopped off our legs from the knee down. Both. Right now we are in a wheelchair going to the World Cup.
Would you have been better to keep Otto?
I'm saying if you were not going to, if you say you will not sack him, let him go to the World Cup. Because that way, you are saving, I'm looking at everything holistically.
Yeah.
You are saving money. This one, you are going to pay the guy money. And there's no guarantee that you will do better than if he was in charge. Do you know that what we are doing, we are setting up the next coach up for failure.
Yeah, we can't complain much if the coach
No
doesn't
matter
do it.
how good he is,
Yeah.
if he goes to mess up at the World Cup,
Yeah.
it takes a lot away from him going forward. Because the next assignment after the World Cup, as coach is saying, if you want somebody who is not coming to do interim, and the person is going to sign a 1 year or 18-month contract,
AFCON back
it
to
means
back.
the person is going to take you to the AFCON qualifier. Straight after that, the AFCON. If that is going to happen, and that person is going to start off his reign as Black Stars coach with a poor World Cup, do you know what it does to him? Do you know what it does to him?
Pressure on the AFCON.
That's crazy pressure that you don't want. So
What
if
about
you
the
knew
flip side?
that if he does
If it does well, we dance accordingly.
everything behind is a gamble.
We dance
But
accordingly.
I'm saying that this is too much of a gamble.
No,
to
yeah,
do.
no, yeah.
Look, and I've seen people, but Morocco sacked this thing 3 months to the World Cup.
No, it was a gamble that paid off.
The 3 months to the World Cup, he played the September qualifiers.
Yeah, he did.
No, he had enough room.
He played the two.
You know the best example. Forget Wally. You know the best example.
Which one?
Mid tournaments, we sack could bring MS5 chop.
Yes.
Mufio.
I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Ask yourself.
You sack coach mid tournament. MS5 can we won.
No, Bernard,
we won.
no, now he was part of them.
Where did MS5 come from?
He was in the team.
How long was he with the team?
He was the assistant coach.
A period, yeah.
The coaching license that he was holding and practice as against the head coach, you know the same thing.
Maybe the same.
The guy had practice. He had coached two teams before. What we are saying is that there was a level of familiarity. There was a level of familiarity.
Agreed.
So MS5 didn't come from outside. He was with the team. He helped select that team.
Yeah.
MS5 thoughts were taken when they were selecting the team for
all
Africa.
our assistants.
You can understand what I'm saying?
Assistants in Acha.
Oh, let me
all
finish. I will give you through pass right now. They do Lukaku things to do.
Lukaku so don't touch your go, Papa.
So what would you?
Actually, I will give you pass. You won't drop deep them play, but you don't know the team. Relax, I will give you the through pass. MS5 was part of the selection process. Walid Regragui, when he took over the job, he had just won Champions League.
Yeah.
With Wydad. He was a winner. He had already had respect within the system. He knew these players. He said, look at the team he selected. The Atia Tala and the boys. He took them from Wydad and sent them to the World Cup. Atia Tala. That guy, my player that too. Atia Tala. Solid guy, left back. He took them from Wydad and things and sent them to the World Cup.
He hurts, eh?
Oh, he hurts. But right now, he can't fall off. Like as a check, like deep pyramids or something, he can't fall off. But he's doing one. He's taking as a semi-finalist at Theatre. What a baller. Anyway, all these examples you give, there was familiarity, there was knowledge, and it's not the same thing.
So the same conditions, yeah.
Regragui, at least, you say 3 months, he had a couple friendly matches before he even selected the squad. So he had a fair idea of the team. What you've done now, first of all, you see, what's annoying
and even
is that
it was a progressive Moroccan team that was set. He didn't have to make too many changes in that team. The boys knew themselves. This team doesn't. That team had an identity. This team doesn't even have an identity.
The punchline is that last time I checked, Morocco hadn't missed out on AFCON qualification before Regragui.
No.
Last time I checked, Côte d'Ivoire had not gone out back-to-back AFCON stages. Missed out on the qualification before they did that.
No.
You need to understand something. This is what Ghanaians need to understand something. No matter how good your team is on paper, in the last 6 years, that is a full cycle plus 2 years.
Yeah. You're one of the worst teams on the continent.
A single knockout game in any competition. You know what it means? Madagascar and Mozambique, they are better than you. Comoros, they are better than you.
Yeah.
In the last
even
6 years,
Sudan were in the knockout stage.
They are better than you.
Sudan were in the knockout stage of AFCON.
They are better than you. So you have good players on paper. But when it comes to team, these players are nowhere close to that level.
Yeah.
So when you are building towards a World Cup, the pinnacle of world football, you need to approach it with a level of seriousness.
Your approach is
completely different. On top of the fact that after November, when you went to lose both games without scoring a single goal, they did the draw in December. Adelaide. You saw you were going to face England. You saw you were going to face Croatia. You saw you were going to face Panama. Panama have been with their coach since 2020.
Yeah.
And there's been steady progress.
Bro, in the window, in their friendly games, they were not bad.
South Africa, the two games.
They were not bad. They were not bad.
Efficient football.
But we won't beat South Africa. Otto won't beat South Africa.
2 games. They will ship you 2 games.
Yeah.
You have essentially wiped out all the preparation that you had planned for the World Cup. And you are going into the competition. You don't know the coach you are going. The coach doesn't know your players. Even this Kwesi Appiah thing, we say familiarity. The only player is Partey and Jordan. They are the only players he's coached in this team.
Oh, because he's Ghanaian, he's been watching.
And Kudus. Now who doesn't watch?
And Gideon Mensah.
Who doesn't watch?
So he knows.
Who doesn't watch?
Walid doesn't watch.
Look, football, coach will tell you. You can watch on TV. When you come into contact with the players,
intimate contact.
It's a different it's a completely different thing. When you meet them, you talk, you train with them, you see what they can do. It's what is on the pitch now. It's just the final thing. No. Everything that is leading to what is on the pitch. That's what the coach. That's what coaches will make some decisions you will not understand. But when it comes to the pitch, okay, this is why I'm a fan and this is why he's a coach. So you
But
have
Otto,
wiped-
if you watch Otto in football, you go see say we all be fans.
Oh, but the presentation he showed, no.
You go
What
so
kind of
play
presentation?
AI.
No,
He
but
be
this
lie.
show them.
That thing all them talk will be lie.
But he be presentation.
He be lie then lie.
Otto was
And
ahead of the
you throw on the
curve.
child.
Masa, Otto ball in the Osha. I say he like the coach so. I say he like too. Otto ball in the Osha. Who coach?
Oh, but they
Hey,
said,
who?
no, but they said the presentation.
He be lie.
Presentation be AI. He be
They go
AI.
lecture.
He be lie.
I say what you talk. Say if you watch the game, you will say no. This be coach with me. I be football fan. But if I watch Otto in team,
He be football fan, where he be coach.
it check like.
No. So you see, I'm angry because in as much as the wedding Ghana has sacked Otto, it's a good thing. The timing is foolish. It has destroyed everything going into the World Cup. We might as well just forfeit the 3 games. It will be 9 goals conceded and 0 points. Because at this point, look,
If we forfeit there, it means we will show 15 minutes now quick. Then
Quick.
they'll blow the
so
whistle.
we should go and then
That's Article
delay.
83.
We should be FIFA the will be different. FIFA the will be
No, that will be that'll be Article
FIFA
something.
doesn't have literary.
COVID.
Later.
Oh, FIFA get later.
Hey.
They actually get later.
Only
They-
FIFA.
They get literary.
The rules are written in
Okay.
English and French.
Yeah, oh,
Then they get later.
Yeah.
They get what?
Please, boy.
God damn it.
So in preparing to give coach the true pass, I'm thinking now, you see, the thing is, we said he should go long time. So I'm looking at the repercussions of this
Yeah.
decision. And it has put us in a very bad place. Because finally, look at, you have the luxury of time. Look at Otto's last squad in his first stint. That was a World Cup squad. And compared to Chris Hughton's squad in his first AFCON, that was March when he took over. So we played qualifiers in March.
Yeah.
Compare, that's 5 months apart. Compare the number of changes that happened between the two squads. There are certain players who didn't play under Chris Hughton. Under Otto, when Otto was coach, there are certain people who featured for Otto and didn't feature for Chris Hughton until Otto came back. So, a player like Otto Addo, he didn't touch ball for Otto Addo. Chris Hughton came, his first call-up, he was there. Now, ball. He and Partey in midfield. Partey had been playing with Elisha. Elisha didn't show up until Otto came back. So there's no guarantee
No, we have an unsettled.
that this pool
squad.
of players that
Yeah.
you've built over this
Right now,
time,
there's a tsunami. Like everybody's all over the place.
that you will see them at the World Cup.
The Benjamin Asaris, the Edu Kwabenes,
Nobody
the,
knows.
The defender Ajete, all of the boys.
Nobody knows. Even Pepra.
All of them.
Even
Even Pepra. You know.
Even Pepra, you don't know.
Even the corn.
Even the
that
corn,
we-
you don't know.
like,
None of us
right
know
now,
anything.
it's all over the place.
None of us know.
It's all over the place.
And you see-
and also, what it means is that
Capito.
Oh, he goeth. Oh, Charlie. Dede. Me and I'm kind.
Capito only goes if Kwesi Appiah is a coach.
No.
And that is why he will be a spectacular player.
Anybody. Dede goeth to the World Cup. I said he goeth not. Now I'm saying he goeth.
Hey, Charlie, you have to be somewhere.
Me and I'm catching it.
In my position,
But seriously, he's back.
You said
he's back.
remains
He goeth.
You said he goeth not.
Not.
Now you say
he goeth.
he goeth.
I know what I'm saying. So I will address that problem.
if
Look,
we
let me
believe,
let me just finish.
Please, yeah.
That uncertainty surrounding the coaches, you can spin it how you like, but all the serious national teams in the world going to the World Cup, they are at least 14 to 15 players.
We sang Lopetegui and brought Fernando Hierro.
But
Cortes.
we know got it around 16.
Last 16, yeah.
For Spain, them are level, that'd be group stage.
but it was Ronaldo. Ronaldo was the reason. If you meet Ronaldo, all your plans cast.
Regragui.
You know, be Morocco, you come on them.
No, Morocco was a you. That 2018, Morocco was.
come on them.
It was Cortes who?
No, not because around 16.
It was
The
Russia.
command
Russia.
Russia, okay,
Russia.
okay,
Cortes.
okay.
You tell me say Russia reached semi-final. Russia reached quarters. You should around 16.
Yeah.
So, foolish decision. But that one said the squad had already been named.
And he was the technical
He
director
was
of
a
the team.
technical
So
director.
now they
And
know
he
this.
helped name the squad. So
He was
all
on the
of it
plane
is
already.
It's not any outsider. I'm saying that at least 14 to 15 players in all the serious national teams going to the World Cup. the players know that they are going.
Oh yeah.
They've been communicating.
Yeah.
By now, they are working on tactics, possible things for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So that thing you sit there and say nobody is guaranteed, it's a lie.
But guarantee we know.
Listen to Nagelsmann. Listen to Tuchel.
Yeah.
They know their players.
He's very certain about at least a good 70% of players who are going because they've already started.
No, even Ancelotti is telling people who is made up his mind on and people who is not sure
As
about.
for DJ Deschamps, he knows the entire
They
squad.
know.
They know. Yeah.
The serious teams know.
Yeah.
By this time, you should know who is
About which
going.
we know.
We don't know.
Pate, Kudus. Pate,
Jordan.
Kudus, Jordan.
Jiku.
Tell me, you know, but you know.
Oh, clean sheets.
Which clean sheet? Semenyo. You know, Semenyo. That's why sorry they
You not go reach 7.
Billboard.
You not go reach
Billboard.
Come on, Dean.
Billboard, you don't know.
We don't know.
You don't know. We don't know. Billboard, you don't know.
Even Bonsu bad and so we don't
They
know.
don't know. Nobody know.
Because even Inaki and so we don't know.
Inaki self no know. Nobody knows what the new head coach will come and do. There are certain guarantees. So we have there like 6. Those people there by all means and good days.
New coach go fit come, Kudus go by then we start safe.
Thank you. But you don't plan a match with 6 players. So whilst Panama are giving notes on, because they know, in as much as they know right now, they don't know what to expect. They know what not to expect. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't know what to expect, but they know what not to expect. World class performances, we will not give them.
Oh, depending upon the coach.
We will not give them.
Depending upon the coach.
We will not give them. Right now, it is hope and miracles. You see, that's the thing. You don't,
No, but
you don't know how to be there.
I still think it depends on the coach who comes. If some coaches walk into spaces where
say,
they
give
have
me
an
an example.
immediate impact.
Where? Which immediate impact? Where? Which example? National team football.
Avantgarde he made an immediate impact.
How many months? Who named the AFCON?
50 days. He had 50 days to go.
He
Who
did.
named the AFCON?
He did.
I forgot that 50 days. 50 days to the AFCON. 50 days. This one will come. We'll have like 60 days. On fear.
Wait.
He did.
On fear.
Wait.
I forgot 50.
Wait.
I forgot 1, 2, 3, 4, 50.
Wait. When I say give me an example, you see what I was saying? You have to listen to the point.
Uh-huh.
I give you examples of Cote d'Ivoire as their form as compared to Ghana.
Yes.
2015, what was the least we had reached in an AFCON? Semi-final.
Yes.
So this is a settled team.
Yes.
If you had put me there, semi-final guarantee I go reach. It's the final and winning that was the next level.
Yes.
By reaching the final, 2015 when we reached the final, we were not angry that we didn't win.
Hang on a minute.
Times have changed.
If Otto was in, if 2018,
Otto, semi-final.
if 2022 was in, if 2022 was
Semi-final.
in, no, 2022 World Cup was in this year,
Uh-huh.
and we were playing 48 teams, Otto would still have made it through the group.
No, he wouldn't have.
Why?
He finished with 3 points. So.
Yes, third best placed team could have, and his point, yeah.
No.
He considered
No.
like 7 or 8 goals.
But he scored. The goal difference between Portugal and Ghana was what?
We had -3 or say -2.
-2.
-2 with 3 points. You make it.
Anyway,
Now Portugal.
but if we knew that was the circumstance,
no.
Portugal beat us 3-2.
Eche.
KJ.
Kajeche. What's Otsanyache?
So look. Final thing is that I'm looking at the future because Black Stars is my heart. If I'm watching the World Cup, whether it's Otto on the bench, it's not
Otto
Otto.
the -4.
If they score, no minus.
You guys score with 2 and don't carry -2. Portugal 1.
1. And that'll be all. Korea +1.
Also Korea. I think that's Korea safe. That boy add that one.
Don't do that.
Yeah, so we're wrapping up.
So I'm saying that no matter who is on the bench against Panama, England.
But you are not giving us any vim that, even though we've sacked, yes, all the nonsense that we've done in sacking Otto.
Yeah, it can
You're
be
not giving us any hope that the next manager.
There's no vim because if I come and sit here and I give him, I'll be a wicked person. Now you are setting the next person up to fail. He doesn't have any opportunity.
He can surprise us.
to
Nothing
work.
can surprise us.
How is he going to surprise us?
Oh, Bibi.
This is a team that in 6 years you've done nothing.
He has the magic wand.
Okay. I'm looking at this point, I'm looking at AFCON qualifiers. I'm not looking at the World Cup because the World Cup, we've sold our souls.
Kejimi efijin tumo opole mafaye ba wote ni wote. Oh no more. Inke kejimi efijin tumo opole mafaye ba wote ni wote. Inke eni otoyo jemeno misheyo oni otoyo jemeno misheyo.
No, change the key. Make we go higher.
Make we go higher.
They low too much.
Yeah, we did too low.
You know what?
Let's go high.
Oh no, for sing the song.
Kajimi ya fiji tamo okpole mafaye bao wote Inka kajimi ya fiji tamo okpole mafaye bao wote Inka eni otoyo jemeno misheyo eni otoyo jemeno misheyo Bono jimiche Tamo okpole mafae bao wote Wherever Otto is, that is where joy and happiness is. He should stay in Germany. We took him from Germany
And we
And we
left
sent him back.
took him back to his home and sacked him there.
Quick.
He should have been sacked long ago.
As for you, it was
not
not
he
about
should have
being
been
sacked. You
sacked.
shouldn't have had the job.
Yes,
As for you,
he didn't deserve the
as for
job.
you, you shouldn't even have had the job.
Ketokrigo. You'd watch his video.
And he said he doesn't regret
Jesus
keeping
Christ.
Otto
Jesus
after the
Christ.
AFCON qualification.
Jesus
period.
Christ.
Yeah, because he qualified us to the World Cup.
said
Why
he
would
qualified.
I would have qualified the team. I say this with all humility. When I say people think I'm joking, in the group with Charles,
Oh,
Ciao.
Equatorial Guinea,
we no face Equatorial Guinea.
a Central African Republic. I beg you, yeah.
Beg you.
I would have qualified with Chicky E. Madagascar. Oh, Charlie. I would have qualified with Chicky E's. Whatever Otto did, I maintain any Ghanaian coach who had the Black Stars could have done that. Don't get me wrong, he did well. But there was no
Not
justification.
every coach can beat Mali.
Oh, but
Mound.
Mali themselves have not beaten the Black Stars in ages. When was the last time this Malian team beat us in a competitive game? They've not done it before. So for me, just after the qualifiers, quick, should have sacked him. Ket says what? He's dynamic. My friend, you've been static for years.
Ket said something.
He says he's dynamic.
He said, you've got to be kidding me. When people say you should sack him after the, see, you want us to sack a coach who qualified to the World Cup.
Mundial, not the World Cup.
Yeah, qualified to the Mundial. Kidding me.
Why have they sacked him now?
Because it's kidding me.
No, because at the end of the day, you see,
Continue. My guy that too.
if you listen to him, by the way, young man, you have to work on your tummy. Your tummy is too big.
You can't come and body shame Ket.
No, he's becoming shapeless. When I knew him and
What
I
do you mean?
admired him.
Becoming shapeless?
No, Niyefusu.
It doesn't make you shapeless.
I'm not
Maybe he has
saying.
a few
Look,
pounds.
I'm not saying it to look down, but Niyefunu and yeah.
Okay, it's an advice to your
Would you
brother.
advise your stomach to be like? How would you kuta?
Those ones.
It's a huge barrier between
Give
the
him
team
that-
and the rock and roll movement.
The rock and roll
movement.
Give him that advice.
I'm telling him, yeah, I won't give you any. I tell him, no more cat, no more almost way that and bashing. You are smart. But you know he exercises a lot. Oh.
Yeah.
He's very, so I'm shocked when I see his stomach like that.
Sometimes-
When I've known him,
But there are people who put on
he
when they're under
jogs.
stress.
He does a lot of exercise.
Yeah, but people put on when they're under
Let's
stress.
go
about Ket's
But no
stomach,
problem.
But Niyefusu, it's all die.
It's okay. Let's progress. Let's progress.
Me see Niyefusu. That is the point I'm making.
No, wait, musical interlude.
Oh, ye musun fẹ́ ṣẹ́gbọ̀n mọ́ cho bá gbé wọ ẹ́ o ayé o àṣẹ. Oyè musun fẹ́ ṣẹ́gbọ̀n mọ́ cho bá gbé wọ ro kọ́gbé wọ́tà télémọ́ kẹ́tì télé. Kọ́gbé wọ́tà télémọ́ òtò télémọ́.
I've been base leader for
Look,
I make gbé washing.
big time.
Repeat that after me. I make gbé washing.
I make
gbé washing.
big time.
Kakeneke, okeneke. When I say kakeneke,
Kakeneke,
okeneke, kakeneke. Okeneke. Kakeneke.
Okeneke.
Kakeneke.
Okeneke.
Kakeneke.
Okeneke. Oh, Chale.
Ketokreku. Kakeneke.
Okeneke.
When we say this, you say that.
This. Oh,
Ket.
this, that.
Sack this. No, you're being. The most incompetent FA president I've seen in recent times.
Can we talk about Otto?
I'm addressing it. No,
Recent times.
Look, the issue is not Otto. Who gave him the job?
The issue is the GFA.
The issue is not Otto. Sicho, this where we find ourselves in today. The mess, the absolute mess and foolishness that we find ourselves. I'm saying, the man, look, let me tell you, see, the people at Borussia Dortmund, they are very smart people. Do you know what they did?
What did he do?
You see, we went to them, we say, could you please
Lend us Otto
Otto Addo? Otto came and coached the Black Stars at the Mundial. Agree? At the Mundial. Agree?
You don't say because of Kets, all the FA people, they talk about coming.
At the Mundial. At the Mundial. In Ketokreko's old voice. At the Mundial. Now, when he left after the World Cup, when he went back to Dortmund, they didn't elevate him. They reinstated him as a trainer scout because they saw the coaching he did was very, very bad.
What is a trainer scout?
There was no progress in his role at Dortmund. Dortmund did not even see the need to add him to the bench of the first team. And then all of a sudden, we set up a search committee. Who are the names of those people? When we're telling them that, it's a blatant lie when they told us that Otto gave the best presentation. And then you credit that.
Were you there?
I don't need to be there. The coaching proved that it was a blatant lie.
There's book and it's
Oh, wabon.
Then I can but coach. Somebody can write. Somebody can go and copy and you mark the person who.
You see, you are a science person.
Yes, somebody can go and copy.
You are a science person.
Yes.
Anything that has to do with practical work,
Yes.
your decision is based on your practical results.
Agree.
At the time of giving him the job, there was no practical
basis.
evidence for giving him.
I agree.
And the presentation, there was no justification to draw those conclusions that they
It
made.
doesn't mean the presentation would have been bad.
Me, who said,
And that is why you know in science we do practicals and we do the rating because
no, you see,
you can go and copy the rating, but the practicals will copy it. They want to be copying people.
and I'm say,
What type rating and far.
and I'm say, when Kwande, ni the roles he has, the things he's taking charge of.
No, Charlie, coach. By the time, if we have a way of measuring energy, by the time we start with presentation,
Charlie,
the energy, because they say the dude,
burn like 60,000 billion calories. Burn all.
Look, it is not true that Otto gave the best presentation in that interview.
Okay.
If you put that aside, when you listen, see, when I listened to Ketokreku in that interview with Michael Etieje, the more angry I got.
The more what?
Look, I got so angry. I said, Pape. One man.
Shock.
One man. You stood in our way of success. You stood in our way and defiled all odds that you will not sack this man.
Because first of all, any appointment will probably make the AFCON.
Why did you sack him now? So I support the guy when he say this is the most foolish decision.
Top 5. Say top 5.
No, in my view.
You say you support him if he says, and I'm saying he didn't say that.
Okay, I am saying it is the most foolish decision I've ever seen an FA president and the FA people make. Because look at where we are now. Look at where we are. You've just denied us the perfect opportunity to make proper impact at the World Cup. Look, this World Cup, a Entebbe World Cup. Oh, in terms of competition, numbers, teams, maybe a corner.
Yeah, obviously, if you're going to have 48 teams, then you have 32 teams progressing to the next round.
A Entebbe
that is
Entebbe World Cup.
Entebbe World Cup.
Proper
Look,
Entebbe.
For
Matthias
those days, half the team.
Oh, we are coffee after group stage.
Half will go back, you know.
Entebbe. This one, in this group, if we will easily qualify. Now, we don't know who the head coach is going to be. The guy did a super job when he said, they've rendered every preparation we've done completely useless.
True.
Now, the man who comes in there, who is going to lead him to take a decision? You see, some of us even argue on the grounds that we knew, this Black Stars team, like you said, our team has been on the downtrend for some time.
And it's been going
Sichu,
no denial.
with all your knowledge in football,
No denial.
if you look at the trend of our team in the last 6 years, should we have gambled with the coaching?
No.
And to see Ketmu, they are so incompetent as an FAR. You agree with me, isn't it? Because this team has been going this way. What is the best way to stop it? Is to make sure the quality of the coaching is super, super good. Rather, when our team is sinking, and then you brought us a coach who helped sink the team further. Okay, you brought the coach. What about his backroom staff? When I talk, they said they'll take me to court. But today, I've been vindicated. That backroom staff is the weakest I've ever seen. Go through the days of Akwesi Nyantechi. Who were the assistant coaches of the Black Stars? And Akwesi. When we were performing, who were our assistants? Look, it got to a certain, even Bobovich. And that 20 winner, World Cup winner, was our assistant. Bobovich. It came to Akwesi Apia. Even Max Sokuni. These were men who had proper body of work. And they did show that they were learning. Whenever they were given the opportunity to perform, at least they did something and we saw.
Because for them, for example, for someone like Maxwell Kennedy, you could take the at the time Chan team or the Waffle team.
Yes,
you could
took the other way to the final.
You know,
He was a league title winner.
The league title winner. There was a proper body of work.
We know Akwesi Apia when he had this opportunity. So
you understand? So get to Kreko. The team is sinking. Bring us a coach that will stop the sink and then halt it. You see, we need to halt it and then change the trend like this. Rather, you gambled with the coaching department such that you gave us a very bad coach and the entire backroom staff extremely, very, very weak. Where was the intelligence in that? Well, and so when some of us were talking, some people said, but what is it?
They didn't get any credit where they failed to make the AFCON back. The beefed up backroom staff qualified us to the World Cup.
You see?
Is there no credit there?
You see?
Everything has fallen apart, but is there no place in there where they would have been so right in their minds that they made the right call? And qualify for the World Cup.
I know you are following what I'm saying. The qualification I've said any Ghanaian coach would have qualified.
Is that true though?
I'm telling you, man. But if you look,
I thought we would have said same for the AFCON qualifier that any coach can.
They were bad, but any Ghanaian coach would have qualified for that. We are in a group with Niger and Sudan and
when they say any Ghanaian coach, what do you mean by any Ghanaian? Otto is a Ghanaian coach.
Wasan, apart from him, Wasan Kasa, Wasan. So any Ghanaian coach would have qualified for that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now we've had 2 proper windows to sack this man. He didn't deserve the job. One, you gave it to him. He failed to qualify for the AFSAT yet.
That one I agree 100%.
I will never forgive them.
Yeah. For not qualifying for the AFCON.
I will never.
I've said it too.
It has been. It is one of the main reasons why our team is the way it is today.
And look, all the African teams that went to the AFCON, at least those who are going to the World Cup. If you look at how they played in this window, Algeria.
Morocco, Senegal, Egypt, Senegal,
Cote d'Ivoire.
Brilliant against Korea.
Yeah.
They were playing good football.
Yeah. Even Egypt against Spain.
Yes, look at them. Proper tactics.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Rather, you did this to our team.
Wait, hang on. We are the only team going to the World Cup from Africa that didn't make the AFCON.
Yeah. Yes. No, I think we and there's this other team.
No.
Is it Cape Verde?
Everyone else was there.
Congo was there.
Cape Verde was there.
Cape Verde was
Cabo
there.
Verde was there.
So then we are the only team going to the AFCON.
Yeah,
That didn't
that's-
make it to
yeah.
the World Cup. We are the only team going to the World Cup.
World
that
Cup,
didn't
we
make it to
didn't
the
lose the
AFCON.
AFCON, yeah.
And look at the way we are playing our football. Okay? Now, this man speaks of being dynamic. Who is a dynamic leader? Who is a dynamic? When they say you are dynamic, who is a dynamic leader?
You're unpredictable.
Keto Kriku.
Or you
What is the dynamism?
you have several ideas that are not.
You can see, you see, because of if you are dynamic, you can open your minds up
Yeah.
to various views and pick the best
The
one.
best views.
You got fixated on Otto Addo.
You're not casting
You're
stone.
not casting stone. You've been static. There's nothing dynamic about you. You talk about you being a team player. You're not a team player. Because if indeed you are a proper team player, you will not be saying tin. It is not. And you're Otto Addo and you're tin.
And that's the sense I got from that interview. It sounded almost as if I didn't want to really sack him.
Yes.
But all of you,
I'm coming to that.
So
If you read to the lines, you can clearly see that the decision to sack the man didn't come from Kurt. Still,
and I'm surprised
he's happy.
Yeah, I'm surprised he gave that away. If I'm the one, and okay, I didn't want to do it, but all of you have that, and in fact, my office has done it. I'm owning it. I'm like, you have to let
Exactly.
it go, performance will not go. But when you begin to sound like, well, sometimes as a leader, you have to listen to the people. Then it's
Exactly.
almost as if there's no
What we are seeing, he has not seen.
And
Oh,
as a leader, I was thinking,
no,
you don't want to give that one out. It's poor communication.
Nani. What we have seen and we continue to see and we're all seeing, he alone he didn't see. But you all know he's on record to have said that Otto Addo is the best ever coach he's ever seen. True or false? Waka? I'm quoting him. In the views of Keto Kreku, Otto Addo is the best ever coach ever. Those are his words. I'm telling you today. So when he sits there and he's talking about Otto Addo, look at how hesitant. You could see that. No, Kasa, what is that? One thing that is for sure. The taxpayer cannot be asked to pay that 500,000 compensation. As for this one, DK, if you remember, I said we'll get here and I will take the FA to court.
for wasting.
I am going to meet with the sports minister, the Honorable Kofi Idi Adams. They shouldn't start any procedure to pay that money to Otto Addo. I'm taking the FA to court for them to pay that money. And it's simple. You set your criteria. There were people who met that in the interview. There were applicants who brought their CV that clearly fits your criteria. Rather, the one who couldn't take 2 boxes, he couldn't take two.
Yeah, so what's the justification for handing him the job? Yeah.
What is the justification? I smell corruption, serious, brutal corruption in there. So I'm going to test the law. I'm going to, my lawyer, we did it. Thankfully, I don't have just a goja or I don't have a goja lawyer. My lawyer is one of the topmost lawyers in the country.
Africa.
I mean, I'm a catcher. And I have submitted the matter to him already. Sichu, I'm damn serious on this matter.
You are damn
I
serious.
am damn serious on this matter. The taxpayer, my money, your money, will not pay Otto Addo.
Wait, so your premise is that because Otto didn't meet the criteria the FA set, and they gave him the job,
Should come from
we
their
shouldn't
own-
bear the
We
cost.
shouldn't bear the cost because we were always going to come to
It'll
this.
be interesting to see what that.
It's a very simple matter. Okay, Kurt, sit in the Adeka. You don't know the Adeka.
Yeah, the witness box.
Why did you give him the job if he didn't meet one
Oh, Kurt will
criteria?
show up there.
Whoever, maybe the general secretary will come and defend.
Yes. Yeah.
He's a lawyer. You are a renowned lawyer.
They'll come with their lawyer.
They should come. Obano is saying they should bring their legal team there. You understand? And we'll test the law. We will test the law.
If you change the requirements at any time, you should publish
They should have published it. They should have published
It
it.
doesn't deny any Ghanaian.
The opportunity to apply.
What they put there, it puts almost
Everybody off.
Yeah.
It virtually ruled out any Ghanaian coach.
Pep Guardiola, Conte,
Jose, Mourinho, Nominati, and
so all the Ghanaian
Delotti.
coach couldn't have applied.
Couldn't apply.
So if you revised it, then you should have
Why
brought it
didn't
out
you
for-
see
give them a fair opportunity?
You don't hear the killer name.
Odo for lazy.
They should bring Otto now the volley. If I bet she's the lead. Come and defend the matter.
Let's move on from the names, please.
You understand? The fact of the matter is, what was the justification for awarding Otto Addo that contract?
I mean, if you take it to courts, I will really be.
Oh, Massa, me see me didn't court. I've said this already. And to me, this matter, we have already planned our case. I knew we were going to come here.
Ready.
Are you ready? You will see. That they are now that the moment I'm waiting for Honorable Kofi Adams to come, I'll go to Honorable. Idi na miemba.
He's back.
Idieba. From here, I'm going to call his PA. They have to arrange a meeting with me here myself. I want to take the matter to court.
Today he's back.
I want to take the Otto Addo 500,000 compensation.
If you want to take that matter to court, why do you have to go to the minister?
No, but they are the paying master. They will be drawn into the case. They are part of the case.
So you're going to tell them not to pay?
I'm going to tell them, don't pay the money.
Otherwise, you go take it to court.
Otherwise, you two, for causing financial loss, I'm taking you to court. I'm taking you to court. Because do you think...
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, it's a simple matter. I'm taking you to court. Because how come the one who couldn't meet in 2 box, he couldn't take 1, 2. He rather got the contract. Jesus Christ. He rather got the contract. And look at the nature of the contract given to him. Such an experimental coach. You gave him what? 3 years contract.
Is that the best contract of any Black Stars manager
ever?
Yeah.
In the history.
Yeah. Oh, you see, it was a planned thing.
The job security. And then the
See, he has the best. He has had
best ever.
You look at it.
I see this.
Best ever. He's been the most supported Black Stars coach. He has the biggest backroom staff, the
highest paid.
the longest contracts.
For somebody who has never coached, he should take all this thing. Me see, I smell corruption. So we'll test the law. So me, this week, today's the event. After Easter Monday, Tuesday, no, I'm going to Honorable Kofi Adams. Quick! I'm going to tell him, Honorable, this is my case. And I've spoken to my lawyer. So he will join me and we'll go. He should just, the ministry will have to write to the Ghana Football Association that they will have to pay that $500,000 compensation to Addo. Whether they do it through a plan,
half a million.
I don't care. I will not sit there for the taxpayer to pay that money. You know me. If I don't do this, I'll never forget my conscience.
It's possible.
And the judges will be there.
Yeah, I'm saying that it is possible you go to court.
I'll go to court.
They can raise an argument that the case goes. So it's a good thing you want to do.
Yes, I want to do that.
But don't premise it fixated on the fact that by all means.
No, we are going to test the law.
I like it when you say that.
We will test the law. The law is there. Common sense will prevail. My case is the one who didn't meet any. Why did you give him such a lucrative contract?
You're testing law about Morocco there. You know what?
No, but Morocco law there. Morocco law. The match ended. Keto Kraku, he gave the wrong contract.
Did the law? But I don't. Let's not go there.
So now we'll go to court. Now my last point.
All right. Actually, please get ready.
I agree with DK when he said the next Black Stars coach
set up to fail.
Have been set up to fail. But I think this is going to be a blessing in disguise for our team.
The Ratis don't know what to expect.
They don't know what to expect. And I'm looking
can
at
drill into your players.
That is why I'm hoping Honorable Kofi Adams, the government of Ghana, don't leave the appointment of the next Black Star coach only to Keto Kraku.
But the last time the government tried it, we saw Chris Hughton and it didn't work out.
But you knew my stand on Chris Hughton. Boom, bam, bim. That was the previous government.
Yeah.
Bim, bam, boom, and Koye. You know my stand on your idea. Where we've gotten to. Every coach Keto Kraku has appointed has been a bomb.
Bomb, bam, bim.
Bomb. Every coach that he has appointed for us under his reign has been a bomb. They have lost every...
Let's start. CK Akuno.
Bonyade.
Milovan Raiva.
Botumbanza.
Otto Addo.
Yamutu.
Chris Hughton.
Chris wasn't
JKJ.
Under his regime.
Yeah, but absolutely.
Yeah, and
you understand?
Otto Addo 2.0.
Zuku.
Kaye.
Otto Addo.
Wait, I want to ask a question.
What's the question?
CK Black Stars, Otto Black Stars. Which one then, Sha?
Oh, CK better
Yeah,
pass.
40% win percentage.
CK has better pass.
Win
Otto.
rate, sorry. 40% win rate.
No, you Otto. Otto
But it was 10 games.
What's Otto's
Otto 36.3.
trailing bar?
No, but Otto plays South Korea then. South Korea, Japan then, Germany then.
Forget.
See, CK play Qatar.
Forget.
At the time, it's how it's gonna fight.
Forget.
CK.
Forget.
CK.
So like I'm saying, it's going to be a blessing in disguise.
Yep.
On condition that we get a very good coach. Look, I'm looking forward to see that coach who has got his method tried, tested, and proven.
Yeah.
That's what we should look at for. Don't give it to him on an interim base. Whoever wants the job,
He has to be committed to it.
committed to the long term.
It
At
doesn't
least
help because the
to
players-
the end of the AFCON.
Yeah, and the players after
22.
the reason why I agree without the interim is if you appoint a coach now, all the players who will be playing at the World Cup know that look,
He's
if I don't
in
put out
for the
best,
long time.
It means I'm not there for the next AFCON.
Yeah.
If it's interim, the players will, some of them
They'll
won't care.
come misbehave.
You're here today, I know you go tomorrow. Players
So
are
get
somewhere.
a good coach, somebody whose methods have been tried, tested, and proven to work. And when he walks in, because he's a very good coach, he's not going to complicate the tactical
That's
instructions.
what Ket says now, the winner and everything.
You're just going to give simple instructions. Look, I have spoken to players who played under Avram Grant. Do you know what they told me? They said, when Avram Grant walked into the dress, the first day he met the group, he told them, we don't have time to practice and rehearse what we have to do. But
keep it simple.
individually, I'm going to give you your roles. And if I can perform my role as a coach, and all of you can perform your role, we become a unit that is going to be very difficult to beat. And in the first game against Senegal, remember, he attempted a back three. We lost that game 3-1 or so. Wakaso, Asamajan, Andre, I'm told there was a fourth player. I've forgotten that player's name. They went back to Avram Grant. They spoke to Avram Grant. The back three is a bit complicated. It's not something we have ever done at the national level. So we'll be grateful if you can bring us back to a back four and we'll perform our duty excellently. Did he listen? He did. We got to the final. F Cup we should have won. So I'm looking forward to seeing that coach who will come and fundamentally look at the team and just give simple instruction
Come on, point.
and position them at the place. So we'll not see Yirinchi at right back.
Yeah, but coach,
Come and put him.
if in 2015 we could bring in Avram Grant, who was a big deal by that time.
Yeah. Big fish.
Between 2010 and 2015, Avram Grant was a big deal.
Exactly, he was.
Chelsea, West Ham.
West Ham, of course he was.
So if you could bring him in by 2015, why the hell are we speaking about not being able to attract
We can attract
big
anybody.
deal coach in
Enzo
2026?
The Black Stars team.
Maracucci.
The Black Stars is a big team.
Easy. Like, no, you feel like in 2015,
Avram Grant stayed for 2 years. He coached us to 2 AFCON.
Yeah.
One final, I think one semi-final.
semis, yeah.
Yes, he coached us to
yeah,
2
if in
AFCON.
2015 we were able to bring Grant was a big deal.
coached up to 2
And
AFCONs.
look, Chelsea wasn't going to bring any whack coach at the time.
At all.
So if Abramovich picked the phone to call him,
Say, come and handle this team to
and
the
we
country
also
of-
called him 2015,
We can do it now.
11 years on, you're
That
telling
was
me.
even AFCON. This is World Cup.
Yeah, 11 years, so you're telling me we can get someone like Maracucci.
We can easily get somebody.
Oh,
They
Charlie,
should open their net wide. Honorable Kofi Idi Adams.
Tell
No more.
when you meet Adamo on Twitter, tell me that.
No more.
The susu we took for the fans, no.
They should commit
Let's take
5
some-
million of
Let's
that.
take some 3-4 million. Go and bring a coach.
That's it.
No reasonable fan in Ghana will be angry.
Nobody will be angry.
Proper top
No
level.
reasonable
We cannot
fan-
go and disgrace
no
ourselves in
reasonable fan will be
America.
angry.
Like
As
Maresca.
America,
Maracucci.
as
Maresca
America,
will win
look,
the World Cup.
we cannot go and disgrace ourselves at America. You understand? We can't go to America and go and disgrace ourselves. So I just hope that they should sell the project to him beyond the World Cup.
You should come and give us a project. We don't have.
Yeah, we don't have.
So
When I said the project, I
the
mean
idea of going to the AFCON.
idea of taking us, we've not
Yeah.
won the AFCON in 46 years.
Yeah.
We want him to lead us and take us to the AFCON.
No.
To 2027.
If
we
once you
can
mention Avram Grant, what are you
We can bring
talking about?
Avram Grant. If we can bring Avram Grant,
He was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Big fish. You remember when the announcement was made that it was a
It was, yes.
Some of us were shocked.
No,
Is
it's
it
a,
true?
we were,
Until we saw him
yes.
At airport.
at the Kotoka airport.
Yes.
Hey, I'm part of
It was a big deal. From Blaster. Somebody who's coach Israel. Israel.
And you see,
Mossad.
this Black
The
Star
coach country Mossad did it.
this Black Star group, thankfully, there are egos, but the egos in this group is not as it used to be.
True.
Yeah.
So we need a coach who he just walks in
These
there.
players, unfortunately, they are underachievers.
They are not even, they can't bluff anybody. You walk in there, you sit them down. Jordan, if you don't pass the ball, come and sit down. Quick. If you want to dribble, go and dribble in the final attack. Come on, get out. Quick. Come on, get out. You are not playing for the team. Come on, quick. Come and sit down and get out. We need a coach of that caliber.
All right, coach.
Look, this is the best they can do for us. Sell the project up to the 20, because we are playing the AFCON back to back, 207, 208. If you can, we are in 206. Just give him a contracted 208. 2028, I mean.
Yeah.
So that he will stay and give us a very good shot at winning the AFCON. Now, I mean, just say, you woo. I don't know.
When you are running some of your construction gigs, is a project manager a portfolio that someone actually has?
Yeah.
Yes, you don't put anybody at all as a project manager.
Absolutely, yes.
You calculate the iron rods and the weight
because
of
even
the
on the
building.
side, because
You go and collapse the building.
who are great engineers.
People will die.
They have almost all the solutions to engineering problems.
Yes.
But they are not great managers.
So the project manager is who binds everything
Absolutely,
together.
Yes.
Okay.
He brings
You
everybody.
check the
on board.
reports, you make sure that every report is done, make sure all the engineering things are done, everything runs through. We have engineers who are not necessarily great solvers of solutions.
They need to be
to
guided.
problems. But they are some of them are the best managers on the side.
I needed that because of an analogy I want to use. If you get a construction contract to, for example, build maybe some health facilities, 3 or 4, because the government, for example, projects that there is a pandemic and within a month or two, the way it is spreading, it will get to our shore. So
Yeah, we need to contain it.
and you hired a wrong project manager. And he has built the facility. Everyone can see the structure, the deficiencies in the structure. They can question the structural integrity of the facility. But still, he has put some people in the building. One part of the building has collapsed. He has patched it up, and the rest are still in there. Maybe a week or 2. Now the pandemic has entered the country. So we need a facility in like a week or 2. It has not reached that part of the country yet.
It can't serve the purpose.
At the moment, we all agreed actually it cannot serve the purpose. You have a choice. Take the blame for getting that appointment wrong, or change the project manager, destroy that building, build one afresh, and still be able to execute the other facilities that you are contractually obligated to execute. All of this to say that the GFA is the company that has won the contract. The project manager is Otto Addo. We know that the first one, the building collapsed, AFCON qualifiers. But he's patched it up, secure World Cup qualifications, put some people in the room. Emergency services, BB, so some people did. But everyone can see the building he has built is not fit for purpose and it's weak. It cannot deliver what we want. So now you have a choice. Do you sack him and cut your losses? Whoever will die, they will die. But give yourself a chance.
If you leave him there and he builds more, many people will die anyway.
Yes. Or give yourself a chance by sacking him and get someone to come and build actual facilities with structural integrity, but also designed for those emergency medical response.
So in the immediate term, the pandemic might sweep a couple of people, but for the longer term, it's going to save more people.
That was the decision GFA had to make on Otto Addo. So I get it that we are upset about the timing of it.
Yeah.
But I want to look beyond this World Cup. In any event, Charlie, with Otto Addo, we're going to bomb the place. Let's not lie. Otto Addo, we're going to stink up the place at the World Cup. There was no way we were going to be competitive.
100%.
It is more likely that we would have lost all of those group stage games than we qualifying out of the group or any inspiring performance there. Our performance over the period backs that up. 36% on that report card backs that up. The performance after the World Cup qualification backs that up. That the
You say
team has
Amasef will score.
Where we are now, it is painful when it happens. But within me, I know that, Charlie, this team can lose to anybody.
If I'm a score with the
See, because of sports now, I was going through the list of the teams that Otto Addo has lost to. Charlie, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Is it?
He has lost to Sudan,
Niger.
Yeah.
In fact, in 2 games, he couldn't beat Sudan.
Yeah.
In 2 games, he couldn't beat Niger.
Yeah.
He lost to Niger here in Accra.
So
in 2 games, he couldn't lose to Angola. He couldn't beat Japan, South Korea, Austria, Uganda, and Chad.
In 1957, Ghana gained independence, led by Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and men who have this. Kudos. When you were not born, this team was represented. Alex, when you were not born, this team Blasters was represented.
Pate?
All the people want is perform. What do the people want from us?
Play with pride.
Good performance, passion, and win.
You learned the thing rough.
Charlie, so Otto's record does not inspire hope. And that is why, for me, I am excited because, look, we should never get to the point where, as a country, we normalize losing. When Man United were going through their...
It become normal now.
No.
And like we go into the game expecting to lose.
Charlie,
So when we win, we are surprised.
If it be 2-1,
that is how we lose.
See, 5-1.
That is how we lose ourselves.
And that is how the Germany game, even though we're as bad as Austria, perhaps maybe, we're as bad as Austria, I think, because it could have been worse in Germany.
Now we lose back-to-back
We
games
lose
and
to
people
we're
say,
like,
it was not as
that
bad
was
as the first one.
5-1.
Like,
This was 2-1.
Charlie, look, if I have any claim to be the GF here, I don't know if we'll get to that part of the conversation later on how Otto got the job in the first place and everything they've done. But for me, if I have any cane, it is that AFCON qualifiers and the fact that they did not sack him after that.
Yeah.
Because there is no way the Black Stars should go through a cycle of 6 competitive games and we don't win any.
Yeah.
That's
3 defeats, 3. Look, we know things are bad.
Actually, for me, if we win 100 games, but those 100 games doesn't qualify us to an AFCON, it's a sackable.
That's
For me, it is just
the fact that we don't qualify.
Whatever you do,
at the AFCON.
if it is by a goal margin, maybe they have to use yellow cards to separate us from somebody.
Charlie, that one if I don't care.
Once you don't go to the AFCON, I know
But
they care.
how do you tell me that you were in a group with Sudan, Niger, Angola, and you could not win a single game? You could not qualify.
Think about it. There are how many countries on the continent?
54.
And then 24 of them are going to AFCON.
And we did not show up. Look, the results were bad. That is one side. The other thing that was horrible about Otto Addo was how condescending he was.
Yeah.
And his lack of awareness in his post-match conferences. Last year, at the beginning of last year, I wrote an article. I have a column on my journal line called Hindsight.
Yeah, beautiful. Please check it out. Yeah,
I wrote an article titled Enough of the
Plenty
Excuses.
English. Right? Plenty English. Very silent. Plenty broken.
Enough of the excuses, Otto Addo. This week, what he said after the Germany game reminded me of some of the things he said. Clearly, the guy has not changed. When we failed to beat Niger at home. No, it was Angola. Otto Addo said, the pitch at the Baba Yara Stadium. Yep. Then our next game was against Niger. Went to Morocco. Morocco hosted us because Niger did not have a facility.
We drew.
Then when we drew that match. He didn't have any excuse again. Sudan came here, we drew. Otto Addo said they were lucky.
Yeah. He said we were lucky when we were going to beat them.
Then Kosi Appiah beat us.
Quick.
Then he says that, But Ghanaians, you don't have the Real Madrid, Chelsea caliber of players again.
You didn't know that when he said we were going to beat them.
Then the last game when we didn't qualify, at the beginning of the World Cup qualifiers, Otto Addo then says, some of the problem we have is Ghanaian journalists because we set standards too high and people tend to believe the things we say. And so it was the game before the game against Chad. The game won 5-0. Before that game, everyone said there are games we simply cannot afford to drop points. And that is not just the media narrative. That is who we are. There are standards that we have. It's child. But Otto Addo somehow felt that was not the way we should be behaving. But it was the first sign that the guy didn't understand the job and he didn't understand the team he was coaching. And that takes me into my next point. The captaincy. Meaning no disrespect. And I hope no one misconstrues what I'm about to say.
Please feel free.
The guy is not Ghanaian enough. And he doesn't understand our culture as a people and the culture of the Black Stars.
Nobody can misconstrue that because I agree with you a lot. And I think a lot of people will.
Yes. I say this because of the way he handled the captaincy issue. You could not have played in the Black Stars for as long as Otto Addo did, served as the team scout, served as an assistant coach, become the head coach, and still drop the ball at about the captaincy in the manner that he did.
And he even went on to say that it's for him, it's not a big deal.
It doesn't see, that was the part that
annoyed me. It's not a big deal.
Look, every national team has its subculture.
Yeah.
There are things that may not make sense to us as Ghanaians. But in the Three Lions team, it's a big deal.
No, but I don't know which national team. Forget Otto. I don't know which national. Did you see Neymar over the weekend? When he was coming onto the pitch, N'Golo Kante was in the armband. Neymar, Mbappe told Ryan Checky, go and take my band from Kante from N'Golo Kante for me. Checky ran to Conte, took the band, brought to captain Mbappe.
He wore it before coming on.
I don't know any country. When Mbappe was named captain, people were asking why not Griezmann. Yeah. Some said Griezmann's time is done. He will leave soon. Mbappe is the future. There's no one country in this world that doesn't value captaincy as a national team. Ubenya, of all the players in your country, are the one. Which country doesn't place value on captaincy? What's me that?
Otto Addo said we rate the captaincy too much, and you see the timing of it. It was part of the reason we didn't qualify for the AFCON because it threw everything into disarray. Then he started moving it around from Partey, and
then
he ended up
do sometime
and then he ended up pissing off everyone he had made captain before. Nimli has explained the Partey thing. Then he took it away from Kudus and then even removed him from the line of captaincy completely. Then gave it to Jordan. Look, what saved us was the maturity of the players.
Yeah, they wanted to go to the World Cup.
What saved us was Jordan and Partey especially. Partey's maturity.
Also, credit to Jordan because he spoke to Jiku.
Yeah.
He spoke to Thomas. Partey. He spoke to even Kudus. He spoke to a couple of Mohamed Salisu.
All of those guys.
That, look, I'll need you guys, I'm just wearing the band, but we do this. I thought Jordan had a great
touch. Whoever advised him.
A beautiful touch.
That touch. Whoever advised him. And Partey's willingness to just let everything go, irrespective of how it's been handled. We will come and we'll play. Especially after the press conference where Otto Addo went and said, he made himself available. I decided not to call him. Those things was what perhaps gave... Charlie, was what perhaps gave us a clean slate because it would have trickled down into the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah.
For me, any coach who doesn't understand the culture of the team, you are not, no matter how tactically malleable you are, how brilliant you are, how good your ideas are, if you don't understand the culture of the team, you are not a good fit for it.
Yeah, like AVB and Chelsea.
Absolutely.
You are not a good fit. And it's not just a national team thing. The example Daniel has given, there are coaches who simply will not work.
AVB cried to say, Ten Hag.
There are coaches who simply will not work in certain environments because of certain aspects of the job they don't have. Man management, charisma, empathy sometimes.
Aura.
The way Ten Hag handled that Ronaldo situation, what it required was maturity and empathy to understand that the person is going through this thing. There is a way to deal with it and not to bring in any unnecessary hierarchy or show of power over there. Those are things nobody will teach
because it's Ronaldo. He's achieved more than you as a coach, Steph.
No, even if Ronaldo had not achieved
5 years of
what he had achieved, yeah. As a human being with empathy, when it is a human tragedy, bro, there are more important things than football.
Absolutely, 100%.
And for me, that was, as a human being, you don't treat him like that.
Mm-hmm.
More or less a club legend and a global icon. That was the day he lost my support. So for me, Otto Addo's inability to reflect an understanding of our culture and what this national team means is the reason he was never going to work out in the long term. And we had to bite the bullet. Why I am not too bothered about the timing of his sacking is this. And to go back to the analogy that I gave, if you go to the World Cup with Otto Addo, it is more likely that we're going to stink up the place.
0/10.
But if you sack him, you really haven't lost much. Everything we did.
Because the next manager can't do any worse.
No, Sicho, everything we did in the World Cup, post-World Cup qualifiers, those games in November, the games we've played now, they were completely useless.
Yeah.
It added nothing to the team.
Otto didn't learn anything.
He
didn't improve anything.
Beyond,
between those
thank you. He didn't improve the team in any way. The players who even came and did well, are they names that are new to us? They are names everybody on this table has mentioned that, Charlie, at some point, I want to see this guy get game time. He was just stubborn.
He exposed more flaws.
So perhaps Upon Pepra is someone we should have seen a year ago get more game time.
Now he now no column. No be one fault say no column.
We talk
But he give him in debut.
But that's the point. So I'm saying that
Yeah, give him in debut. But
the boy has been available.
He had been delayed. But that boy should have been here last year or should have been playing like.
No, he go this way color.
It should have been before.
Okay, you finish.
It should have been before.
2 minutes or no 2.
So look, for me,
1, 2.
we haven't lost anything. Sacking him now and sacking him in November, it wouldn't have changed anything.
True.
Yes, it would be great if the coach gets that time to work with the players. At least within that window, he gets 4 games before the 2 games before the World Cup. So, however, I'm thinking long term because there is no pressure. We know this team and we know the results we have been getting. Nobody is going to give the substantive coach any pressure. The only pressure will be if you come and tell us that it's an interim coach. Interim connotes that the person is coming to perform at the World Cup.
He has to go and
deliver.
There's an expected target.
Maybe you are breaking Mourinho out of his contract, or Maresca, Maracucci. Or some big name be to come and spoil there at the World Cup. That is what will bring the pressure.
You know who will handle this team?
Who's that?
Either Allegri or Conte, then go beat the boys for dressing room.
Easy. Other than that, whoever is the long-term or the substantive coach of the Black Stars is walking into the dressing room of the team that finished bottom of the group in AFCON 2021. AFCON 2023, bottom of the group. AFCON 2025 could not qualify. In the last 2 years, has failed to beat Nigeria despite 2 meetings. In fact, we lost 2 games. Has failed to beat Sudan on 2 occasions, failed to beat Niger on 2 occasions, failed to beat Angola on 2 occasions. Chad, Uganda.
That
is the record that the coach is coming to face. Nobody in their right conscience can look at that coach and say that walk in there and then qualify top of the group or qualify out of the group. We will all understand that this is the first step in a team building process.
Yes.
We are looking at qualifying for AFCON 2027. Because as we stand now, the level Otto Addo took us now, and where we currently are, I don't have the faith that we'll start AFCON qualifiers as strong favorites to qualify. Mm-hmm. We have not shed off our bad habits. Mm-hmm. We are very good players, but we don't have a team. Mm-hmm. So it will take time. But what I will not compromise, even for the new coach, even though I say it's a process of building, is AFCON qualification. Now, if you come and you can't qualify for the AFCON, quickly, we have to sack you. Because even in the process of team building, there are standards we have to maintain. That is why we, amongst us, can agree that this coach has to be fired. Standards of automatic qualification for certain tournaments.
Automatic.
Charlie, but Otto, you worry. If like you do well,
we get more
viable.
Charlie,
more killer vibes.
Oh, more vibe.
Charlie,
Otto fantastic.
Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman.
the ball tactician.
Charlie?
Otto Lege. Otto Lege.
I'm from say I
Otto Lege.
And I'm what science.
Charlie?
Also your toe leg. Akwaya saya. Otto asa.
Otto Lege.
And I'm what science.
Charlie, so
toe leg.
no pressure.
I don't think that's how you people they talk Otto over there. I get some so Otto Lege.
So no pressure. We are building a team. That's why I don't like the mention of interim. You only bring interim if there is a specialist that is available and can do something magical at the World Cup. Otherwise, take your time, bring a permanent coach. Let's qualify for AFCON 2027. After qualification, we tell him,
Go and win it.
go there and win it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen and you drop to maybe semi-final, even quarter-final and the performance is good, we know ourselves and our recent past.
Target the next one.
Just that we are Ghana. So we want you to go as far as possible.
Absolutely.
That will be there. But for Otto Addo, he had to go.
Anyway, you have to go. Anyway, listen, this that's all for real, yeah?
Yeah, forever.
Anyway,
Appeatus
in the mix. Otto Lege.
Anyway, this is what I'm going to say about Otto. And I agree with everything. He didn't deserve the job to begin with, but he had an incredible opportunity of making it in his coaching career because it doesn't get bigger on a continent than a Black Stars coach.
Let's see. No team
And
will
we've
take
got,
him.
and we've got a this. I'm afraid. I'm afraid for him because.
About Ghana, he wasn't a coach.
And you know, on the African continent, like I said, it doesn't get bigger than being a Black Stars coach. And to be fair, the Black Stars had decent enough players to help you. You know, boost your profile,
Your CV.
and you completely dropped the ball. But I think one of the reasons why Otto dropped the ball was he himself. Otto's personality. I've never been a big fan of Otto's personality. Otto's personality, and they'll always
black kaftan.
and look at him with the way he go dress,
But they count.
There's always this conversation that he's German and Germans are this and Germans are that. Look, that is Germany. He can work there. He won't work here in Ghana.
But it's not even true.
So
The best German coaches are not like that.
No. They might listen. When we work with Germans, we know how they're incredibly meticulous. They are direct. They are straight to the point. They've got their soft spot. They can be, but what has to be done will be done.
Yeah.
They are quite strict. They are quite hard and firm. You know, they are not easily malleable or flexible when it comes to their principles, which is fine. It's okay. So you live or die by it. It's fine. But you need to be good to a certain level to.
Yeah.
But when you come into a setting like Ghana, you don't expect that you use those same, if you like, iron hands on our players. I don't think, and you mentioned it. I don't think Otto really treated every player as he should have. He treated all of them as the same and equal. And for me, it's impossible to do that. So you are treating Jordan like Kudus and Kudus like Partey and Partey like Elisha, who's like Obia and Obia kind of thing. And that was the sense I got. That was the sense I got from Otto. His man management for me was terrible. And in fact, whenever Otto spoke, and he's a terrible communicator. Forget the language barrier. Otto's English is clear enough.
There's no language barrier.
He doesn't lack vocabs. But he's just a bad communicator. It had nothing to do with English. Is not when Otto speaks English, he just doesn't know how to communicate. And his posture, and like I said, it was never really great. Since Otto took the job, he has been on the defensive from day one. He never tried to be part of us. It was always he against us. It was almost as if sometimes he against his players and us. And Otto was almost always trying to sit outside the problem and almost speak as if your team is not good, I'm here to solve it. Your players are not as good as you think, and I've come to make the team good, and you people are not appreciating it. And the sense I got from Otto, he never really came to the realization that, look, you have to get the fans behind you. He never really came to let me say the things to get the fans behind me. He'd go into press conferences, and when journalists out of, and again, like I said, some of the journalists must improve their game. But when journalists got out of shape or out of character and they out with emotions accessing questions. He played along because he was even more emotional than the journalists. So when Otto, and that I knew we were in trouble because if a coach cannot stand the pressure in the press room, how the hell can he stand the pressure on the touchline? Because you've got what, 40,000 fans
screaming at you.
You're losing, they're screaming at you, and you've got high professional players playing for some of the best clubs and best leagues in the world, staring at you in the face and asking you for directions. If you can't cope with a press conference with less than 50 journalists in a room, how do you deal with the pressures of the game? Otto never went into any press conference and bossed it. He went into every press conference and looked like he was on the defensive and checking it out and giving answers that were sometimes even insulting to his players and to him himself. So such a character and such a personality for me was never cut out to be the Black Stars coach. And also, he prized himself as a great scout who brought in some players and everything. Look, Otto didn't scout wide enough. Because Otto knew, if you're not playing in the Premier League, League A, Serie A, Bundesliga, or the Turkish League, he probably is not going to see you. Like, where from Sibo? Sibo was always with Oviedo. In fact, last season,
Sibo self, you know what you call him,
bro.
But some journalists put pressure where you call him.
If you're not playing in the league, you don't
catch his eye. Yeah.
Sibo was even playing better.
More games last season.
In Segunda. You didn't see him until Sibo got to La Liga. Meanwhile, there are some very talented Ghanaian footballers who are playing in the Scandinavia. And they have many too. Yeah. The right back Otto says he can't find. Bro, go to Sweden, go to Finland, go to Israel. You have Ghanaian players scattered across the globe. They are not big names.
Even the Marvin Sana he invited, the boy has always been there.
Yes, they are not big names. But they are playing consistently for their clubs. But Otto was never going to look for them. May he so rest in peace. When Achu was coming, where was he playing? Where is he playing? In Portugal.
Reave
was in Portugal.
Yeah.
Then Akwesi went to bring him. Under Otto, Achu never comes. Because mind you, when Achu was coming, he was a young, promising footballer. Nobody knew what he would become. But Akwesi Appiah spotted that this winger would, and he came and
he hadn't played for any of our national teams. So he didn't even have a reputation.
No. So I'm saying that Otto's call-ups were only based on the same players all of us can see on TV. So if Otto is watching TV and he sees some player in Bundesliga or wherever, that's a scout.
Like Kudusef.
Yes.
If you be Otto.
Yeah. At the time in Northern. Forget.
The time Kwesi Appiah bring.
Forget. That's my point. So for
UNG where he play for.
Now, by the time the Northern have become popular.
At the time Kudus was coming, Northern wasn't this Northern.
No. Now he has become popular.
Kudus them at time. The Northern, there's the kickoff.
But he coach for them.
Who coach for them?
Otto.
Forget.
Northern boy we.
Northern no get right back. Or no be Ghanaians.
You know, not be midfield, they play for them.
You know the right back for the Gidi.
Otto a coach am youth level. You know pass Otto.
And then so for me, I think that there are plenty Ghanaian players out there. For example, Augustine Boachi. Let Augustine Boachi go to League A and play in the last PP team in League A. They would have called him. Let him come to Premier League and sit on the bench. They would have called him.
Yeah.
But when this boy came to Brighton, they called him until he got injured. And he got injured. Osman.
Yeah.
They called him. He made a move to Brighton. No, they called him, then he got injured. Then he went on loan to Eredivisie. We forgot about him. So Otto's idea of scouting players and complain about lack of quality, it's not true. It's not true. Those days, where was Antoniana playing?
Don't be shy.
Where did Wakasu play?
Before
in Russia.
No, before Schalke, he was in Norway.
Yeah, he was in Norway. Wakasu was in
Rosenborg.
Yes, Wakasu was
not be Israel.
Yes, John Pence.
Tel Aviv.
Champions League. Yes. So I'm saying that there are several Ghanaian players out there in Europe. You should call Karim.
Call Karim.
Because I'm telling you, they are doing well. Like, for example, you can't tell me that you are not seeing players like Bernard Tekpinyo and things. Tekpinyo. Yeah.
Salibado, Augustine Boachi, I still know this bab.
So that was my problem. And he always complained about the lack of this and lack of that. And ultimately it's done. But for me, finally, taking Otto to the World Cup, we all know what the outcome would have been. He's not good enough. So, put down. So sacking him and risking another manager who might as well fail.
But learn
It's worth that's and what Danny said is perfectly true. You render that coach almost an impossible task. But sacking Otto, who we know was going to be a disaster, for me is better than taking him to the World Cup and wasting that World Cup whatever than bringing in another coach who can just maybe come around, gather the squad, get them to believe. And I have a sense most of the Black Stars players didn't like Otto. They will play and respect him because he's coach, but to like the person you're working with is different thing.
to be able to die for him.
Somebody can say
Like when they are coming to camp, they are happy.
They are happy. They like the manager. I don't think Otto was open enough, friendly enough. I don't think the whole environment around the camp was easy for some of the players. If you can get another manager who comes in, great man manager, keeps it simple with the boys, with the talent and the quality we have, we can go to the World Cup and shock some people. We can go pull some trade draws somewhere, get on one draw, get on one win somewhere in the next round. This group of players are capable with the right hands in place. So GFA, well done. But finally, I'm reading on the last part for the questions. But just quickly, briefly, we are hearing a couple of names here and there. So I'm going to mention some of the names you're hearing. If I miss out, let me know. And let me know who your best pick will be before we wrap it up. So we had Haverina is one of the names that popped up. We had Walid Regragui, the former Morocco coach, that popped up. We've had James Akwesi Appiah, the Sudanese coach, it popped up. We've had a Portuguese Paulo Bento, it's popped up as well. Tom Sanfe is also one of the names that was rumored. Only last couple of
We've popped the balloon on.
last couple of minutes, we hear Yakim Low is also making waves around.
It's the biggest smoke screen I've ever seen.
And then we also hear that Pito Matsimani is one of those options. I don't know if I missed out on any of the names that are stranded around the Black Stars job. Maracucci. We've also heard Coach Nimley somewhere in the mix.
Yeah.
And all of that. So, guys, Coach, let me start with you.
I think one of three. Heavy Rena, the South African, or Akwesi Appiah.
Heavy Rena, Pizzo or Akwesi Appiah.
One of them. Oh, for Akwesi Appiah, I think depending on who calls him, I'm very certain there's a clause in that
Sudanese contract
that allows him to step and come and serve his nation. Akwesi would never turn his back on Ghana.
Is he a good fit for this team though?
No, what I'm saying is that he's a good fit for this team because he will not complicate the system. Simple 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, or 4-4-2 when we have to. Everybody play your natural position. Let's go on the attack. Defend as a team and play. He will tell them, enjoy your football. And that will bring the best out of most of our players. In the case of Heavy Rena, he walks into that dressing room. He looks at everybody. So all of you here, you've not won anything.
Come on, get out.
I've won the AFCON twice. On my way to winning those AFCON.
I beat you.
Twice. And the team I beat was a better team than you are. You listen to my methods. My methods are proven. And you listen to the method. We form a big group. And then we go and make history. And he will be in a position to tell anybody who doesn't or who will not listen and play to instruction. You get out. You get out without any delay. With the South African, I think tactically he's there. I mean, he will create that bond with that, because that was one of his biggest weapons. He had a bond with his team. And when he sees like a father head, that welcomes everybody. Yeah. But when it's time for the job to be done, he demands from you, he's serious, and then we go. The Malian coach, I don't think he will suit our system. The players we've got, it will be more like going back to an Otto Addo rigid, non-flexible way of doing things. So I don't want it.
I think he's still living on the credits of that Gambia job that he did.
Yes. But even that one, even that one, the football he played, we will not accept that.
Absolutely, because it's Gambia. It was wow.
The football he played, we would not accept.
It's not be impressive with Mali. Yeah. If Otto can beat you, then you have a problem.
Serious problem.
I think any of the three coaches that I've mentioned. As for Joachim Low, that we don't want him. He's standing on the touchline. Then he will be putting his.
Is that what we lose or win games for you?
Since he started doing that, you see, there was problem.
I don't like the idea of Kwesi Appiah. I think we have over-romanticized him. he's a very likable character.
I want this one to be a very quick one.
Yeah. So I'm running through them.
Yeah.
I don't like the Kwesi Appiah idea because we all seem to have forgotten how bad of a fit he was to the 2019 team, tactically, but also managerially. Managerially, as for the tactics, we all know what happened in AFCON 2019. No,
We didn't lose a game then in AFCON 2019.
we won one game as well.
Yeah, we didn't lose a game.
lost
Yes, we
on
won one
penalties.
game out of 4. That was it. And it was in a group with Togo, Guinea-Bissau.
No, we're in a group with Cameroon. We drew 2-2 with Cameroon.
Finish your point. Because
Goalless against Cameroon, 2-2 against Benin, and we beat Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau.
and then you drew against Tunisia, lost on penalties.
Yeah.
For me, and he also failed to qualify for the World Cup the year before,
2018.
the World Cup qualifiers. I think that the issues with Kwesi Appiah, what it takes to succeed at this level is tactically more sophisticated than just putting players in the right positions and then motivating them. And that's where I suspect he'll fall short at the crunch.
Hang on, how many tournaments has Kwesi Appiah played with the Black Stars?
I think he played in
2014
2014, 2019.
and 2019. And the
I
reason
think he
why-
did AFCON 2013 as well.
2013, yeah.
2013.
AFCON 2013, World Cup 2014,
And then the
then
2019.
So 3
2019.
tournaments.
Yes.
In those 3 tournaments,
He's played
it's
5 qualifying campaigns and 3 tournaments.
No, I'm looking at the tournaments.
Yeah.
In those 3, the reason I'm siding with you a little bit, the 3 tournaments that he's played, it's only one of them in 2013 that the camp had no problems going into or in the tournament. In 2014, it was obviously under him that the camp lost its cool.
But you can't blame him for that.
I
understand.
Another manager,
Yeah, but in
another manager is able to isolate the team from all the mess and the noise around. We've seen other managers do it. Then in 2019,
He created the
he was his
problem.
captaincy calls.
he created that
Weeks
problem.
into the, you remember that Samoa Jan did that issue.
He created that problem.
Jan retired, presidency came in,
Yes.
and all of that.
And if I can blame Otto Addo and hold him accountable for creating that issue with the captaincy.
Yeah, that we
The
can't
same
overlook-
time-
we can't
the same-
overlook that
We can't
2019.
overlook that. Also, I hold Kwesi Appiah to a higher standard because he's a former captain.
You see,
Of the
and the
team.
circumstances under which he
there
also
was no pressure.
Was
whatever he has said, whatever Atu said is true. Okay? Whatever he said is true, and you can side with him that. But I'm looking at Akwesi after that. He's moved on. He's gone to pick a team that nobody suspects.
Let me ask you a question.
That's the next part I was coming
ask you
to
a
address. Sijo,
If Otto moves on,
Maybe or no, sound He's going back to a trainer scout role.
if Otto moves on
As a trainer
in
scout.
the next 5 years, Otto is just 50 now.
He's going back
In the next
as a
5 years, at 55, Otto returns. Gathered a lot of experience. Gone to another.
the reason I don't want to place too much premium on Kwesi's work at Sudan is the reason I won't take Tom Seinfeld. What it takes to achieve success at those countries is significantly different from us.
Okay, so no,
So
Kwesi
who
not
else
for
will
you.
you take?
Not
next.
Tom Seinfeld.
Okay,
Heavy Renard,
okay.
proven winner, personality, and clearly per what he did with
He will not tolerate
Saudi
any
Arabia.
Ketu
If that is
interference.
anything to go by,
What he did with who?
Saudi Arabia that World Cup.
What did he do?
He's got
Argentina.
he's got the mind.
And losing the next 2 games to be kicking
I
out.
get that, but there was a big quality deficit in terms of what Saudi Arabia has. I think
They played Mexico.
You
they
couldn't
played
get a
Mexico.
draw against Mexico or Poland, then you went out.
how many coaches will get points of Mexico and Poland with Saudi
Mexico
Arabia?
and Poland.
Yes.
After 3 points
After
against
beating
Argentina.
It's okay. But that is it.
So for me, I will take him because of all of that. And also the fact that if I look through the team we've got,
But the fact that he left Saudi, went to the French La Famille, and then they were happy to have him back, tells you that they were happy with the work he was doing or the work he had done. He left Saudi for France and came back to Saudi.
Yeah.
After Mancini left.
And
He went to call the French national women's team.
Women national team.
Yeah.
And
then
for what
when
it's
Mancini
worth-
left, they called him back.
Sisho, for what it's worth, maybe Avram Grant, not even Avram, it will be the biggest managerial appointment since Rhinos Israel. Yeah.
If we were to
In
get-
Ghana's, possibly the biggest in Ghana's history because he's the guy who's actually won the AFCON multiple times. Who else? Who?
Yeah.
Who have we hired in the only person who will come close is Jones Atukwefio.
Yeah. But
And then
he's a
Abraham
homeboy.
Grant.
so he doesn't-
This is a homeboy. But I'm just to talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
in terms of hiring someone with actual credentials of winning significant silverware, this is as big as it
So
gets.
for you, have
Yeah.
Danny,
For familiarity's sake, Kwesi Appiah.
you don't share the
That's-
same concerns.
Okay, mine is if we are willing to throw the World Cup away, then Pizzo will be my choice. Heaven Renard, for me, is on a decline. After 2015, he's not quite lived up to. He didn't do well with Morocco. The Saudi job didn't go as planned. He's under a lot of pressure at Saudi Arabia because if you look at the investment that they've made as against the results,
many
it's terrible.
talent,
even in the
Obasa.
Asian Cup,
Why is qualify them to the
it's
World Cup?
worrying them.
Yeah, but they were hoping that they would I remember in the Asian, even
Asian
the
Cup,
Arab Cup, they were
too,
expecting
didn't,
more.
Yeah, they didn't do too well. So for him, if we had back then, it made sense. But now, I think it's 2015.
I think he's just
11
had
years.
that sort of dip with Saudi Arabia.
No,
And then
Morocco.
Morocco,
he didn't
yeah,
do well.
as for the Morocco job, I think
I thought he was unlucky in Morocco. I remember.
yeah, I think what happened.
Yeah, I thought he was
But Charlie,
unlucky with
World Cup, he
Morocco.
got kicked out group stages. AFCON, he got kicked out. Was it round of 16?
Yeah, last 16.
We don't not try. That's not his level. He brought you in with money and big players to win the thing. Round of 16, he said, I should know.
Morocco themselves,
We
they
are
are not
moving forward.
accustomed to winning the AFCON.
Morocco and Gaza.
But they are champions.
They are
Anyway,
not.
Yeah, oh, we are
Senegal,
champions.
the cup it was in France with the true
That's
champions.
what I'm saying.
the records-
You know, to say the true champions, they carry the cup.
We take
Heaven
that
Renard
one.
was 2021 with Morocco.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
What he did is their is their best AFCON performance since 2004.
It's not. No.
He reached
Up
quarters,
onto that point. Yeah, you reached up onto that point.
which was the best he had done.
To hit the
It's because he was a winner, so quarters for him.
Yeah,
Remember, he was coming in as a
look, the
winner.
squad they had.
No, it's-
and they were in our group. Oh, you forget the squad they had. That's when Bufa was on form, Ziyech and these big boys. You can't do quarters and say this thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
and you know
it's
we
the same-
lost to.
No, but
He
at
lost
the
to
time-
Egypt.
When he left, Situ, when he left, they immediately dropped to the next one was round of 16.
They are champions.
They are not.
No, I'm saying that
saying that.
the same group
They are champions.
immediately after Heavy Renard, they did round of 16.
And now they are champions. So were they not right to let him go?
He had one.
They are
shot.
not champions. What do you mean they are champions?
It's not as if he had two shots and then he.
Oh, coach, but
failed.
at that peace committee says you are champion. Why are you arguing?
When is the appeal committee say they are champions?
2019.
Who has the cup? Where is the cup?
2019, they did round of 16.
Koulibaly is holding the cup somewhere. He's enjoying it to say Morocco are champions.
So, not here for you. It's
Not
not
here,
decline.
not here for me. And that's what I'm saying. If we are willing to throw away the World Cup long term,
Yeah, Pito.
Pizzo gets the nod for me. For the Paulo Bento Wasan, we know him.
Oh,
Paulo Bento Wasan. Tom Saint Fay popped the balloon. He,
on your count.
I don't even read his.
We won't even take the balloon into the
no-
room.
He
No,
shots,
he didn't
shots,
forget, cry. He didn't forget. So for me, Pizzo will be the man. If the Joachim Low thing is true,
You will consider it.
of course, it's
World
World
Cup
Cup winner.
winner.
Bro, are you mad? You know what I'm talking about?
Can you even second guess it?
It's one of those stories that's too
For
good to
him,
be true.
for him, he will not come in the long term.
No.
That's not the
We
one
just
to
said this
look
on
at
the
him.
pod.
Charlie, this is next level.
Bro, we just said this on the
World Cup
pod.
and the next AFCON, I'm okay.
We just said this on the pod.
Yeah, you know, if he's ready to do the next AFCON, I'm
Well,
okay.
that's
The next
Why the
AFCON
hell
is
can't
next
we
year.
bring Joachim Low, who is jobless in
Oh, no, but that's
2026?
a pitches in here. You tell the people that the pitch is bad. Oh. Joachim Low, if you come in the pitch, yes, no.
Oh, but now at least they've started fixing that crash.
fix-
Small. Just that the stadium itself. be out.
They should collapse the stadium. They should demolish
So
it.
for me, I don't think Heavy Renard is
Attainable.
It's attainable because obviously to get him off his contract in Saudi Arabia is going to be unnecessary money to pay. So I don't think he is, unless
I hope they sack him.
if they sack him, fair enough.
The Saki, he will come to Ghana.
I don't
Because a World Cup, he won't.
everybody, but I don't think Walid is going to come to Ghana.
I think he gets the Saudi job.
If the sack have,
Yes,
Then he
I think
gets it.
Walid gets it.
yeah, I think if the sack have, he gets it. And then also, look, I would love Pizzo Masimani. I would absolutely love Pizzo Masimani. There's a
Charlie,
mystery.
we've been starved of good football.
There's
for
a mystery
while.
about him
Yeah,
that
he will
even
play
now
good
in the
football.
chaos, if he comes, Tuchel, who's that coach? He won the CAF Champions League with Sundowns, Ali, back to back. They'll be going back to his clips
Yeah.
from those.
go and
Like if he comes, Tuchel will, like Dalic will be looking at
sit up.
Oh, that. Okay, we are not too sure, but it will raise an eyebrow.
It's
Like,
a name they will respect.
the eyebrows will pop
Yeah.
because it's Pito. And then, look, and the Kwesi Appiah, who is not my first choice. It could be Kwesi Appiah again because maybe Ghana is not willing to pay the top dollar. But if you're not willing to pay I've heard Desmond Affair and everything. Don't kill the boy. don't kill the boy. Don't kill the boy.
Advise him.
That boy is talented. Don't kill him. Give him time.
He should not even dare.
He has to be part of the backroom staff from there. No. Issue.
He should go and coach under 20 and build himself.
No, the time for the World Cup.
All of them will have to be sacked. All those backroom staff. Play all of them from there.
Desmond.
Namely what?
No, Desmond.
Namely what?
Desmond.
When we gave him the under 20, he was shaking. He's not there yet to be in a position to advise.
Said they should give him the job.
No.
He said he can be part of the back.
He cannot be part of any backroom staff.
But he's not the one talking. He's the one talking.
What do you mean part of You should tell him that he's still learning. You should jumping.
The reason why I want to
he should go and take the under 20 and go and do the thing.
He doesn't have to go and take under 20. He doesn't necessarily have to. So for me, if Akwesi Appiah is going to come, because obviously, and look, when Akwesi Appiah was in Ghana, he played an expansive, free-flowing football, very attacking, scored a lot of goals. When he went to Sudan, he had to play differently because obviously Sudan didn't have the
talent.
So that's a manager who adapts depending upon what he's working with. So if he comes to Ghana, I expect that he's going to play like Sudan, considering what we have. So it could be Akwesi Appiah, who wouldn't necessarily be my first choice. If you can get Pitso, grab it. If you can get Hakim Low, grab it. I'm saying if 2015 we could bring Avram Grant to Ghana at the time when he went to play in a Champions League final, lost because somebody slept. And then he coached Chelsea, went to West Ham in the Premier League at the time, and we could bring. He's always not like Chris Hughton's own who had not worked for a while.
No, Avram Grant saw him coaching St. Chris Hughton.
No, I'm saying Chris Hughton, you know.
Oh, shim.
If you look at Premier League, you just say, oh, Avram Grant, Chris, no, not only Juma for a while. Brighton, yeah, they
Milo, Subani, be not Tifi.
Aquano, no, a top coach. So if we're able to do in 2015, nobody from President Mahama to Parliament to everybody should not tell me that we are not capable of bringing a high-level coach.
It's just the political will.
We need to find it. I'm saying, and finally, the fundraising that we did. The purpose of the fundraising was to take the fans to the World Cup. Ghana fans, nobody has fought for taking Ghana supporters union to the World Cup than me. It's me, my personal campaign. That people say we should buy tickets for those in America to go and watch. I've said it personally that as for Ghana supporters union, you go. But at this time, if government needs to take part of that fundraising money to go and find a good coach, so that some of you, maybe not all of you now, some of you can go and enjoy proper football. And those of us who stay here in Ghana, because we are not part of Ghana supporters or we are not journalists to travel, no, we too can watch good football on TV. So government, Ghana, you've raised money. That money, let's take some and go and use to find a good coach. If it's from $2 million or $3 million US, give it to the coach 2 years. World Cup and AFCON 2027. If you do well, we'll give you 2028 too. If you do well, qualify us to the World Cup and take us to the Spain you own. No. If you do well, we'll give you a lifetime contract. Like that. So that's what I'm going to say. Guys, thank you very much today. It's been a wonderful episode. Thank you for let us know your comment. Let us know what you think as well on the subject. Who your favorites? Who will be your favorite to come to handle the Black Stars job? Is it all the managers we mentioned, or maybe by the next time we record, we would have had a manager, and that would mean that would be the center of our discussion. And as always, thank you for all the questions you brought through. You can also drop some of the questions. It doesn't have to be what we are discussing. It could be anything on the spot. Anything on the spot. We'll be happy to answer them. Thank you very much. Adios. In fact,
from now until the end of the season, let's take more questions.
Yeah. From now to the end of the season, we'll take questions. So anytime,
episode for questions.
Anytime there's we are going to record, I'm going to post it. And then you can drop your questions under it. Thank you very much for doing the watching. This is Betway's Malam Go podcast.
Thank you for the word so sweet.